Buffalo. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down, Panthers. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try the air now with Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. A.J. Epinesa able to record his 5th sack of the season. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. Flush to his right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Allen off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
So this CD, obviously such a big game, and we'll continue to talk about its importance as we go on. I thought it was interesting. This head coach in his weekly media availability, he was asked who he would lean on in a game like this, and he said it was all about the veterans.
And Brandon, I like his approach because he's obviously thought about this, right? Who can get me not just through this game, but through the rest of the season? And he looks to his veterans. They've been around the team. They can guide everyone and let them know the importance of winning this one. But also, how do we attack what's left in the season and get us ready for what we hope is going to be some postseason play?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
So this game of our Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now it's Watson on the move to his left. For Marshall, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Allen. Check down to Breida. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Allen now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
On 1st down, Allen. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen is going to fire one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Bills! Matt Breida with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. So after the INT, it's Allen. He hits Beasley right side. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is Breida, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And some space here. 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Matt Breida, 45 yards. The Bills will add on to their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 82 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They run again with Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
129 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Get some
Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And this offense has really just been humming all game long. So to me, they're just saying, we want to finish this one off in the third quarter so we can coast home in the fourth. And this is just a tremendous play. Something we've seen time and again from this offense.
Now a give to Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Pass on for the extra point.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Faking the give, now Watson. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Back to throw, Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tyler Lockett. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. They'll begin the drive with Breida. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Alert, alert, alert.
To throw, it's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Allen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30. 10. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, with the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down and 4. Watson escaping the pressure right. He hits his target, Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Watson off play action. Again, he finds Moore. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To the air yet again. Watson. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Watson.
They'll roll him out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Here's Watson.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown, Panthers.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Allen. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. On the handoff, this is Breida. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
The former Cardinal Hassan Reddick in on the tackle.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
168 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Breida, he'll try the right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run with Breida. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And off the upright, and it caroms in. It's good. The kick is good, and that writes a crazy finish to this one. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one